This video reviews the third step for building a Fusion Pro template, create resources. A resource is anything outside of the template that will be used in the document. Graphics are the most common resource and will be the only ones used in this mailer being built. Fusion Pro also supports a variety of text resources and personalized image resources, which will be demonstrated in other videos. Images can be referenced by way of a rule or can be specified as a graphic field. In either instance, they should be defined as resources. To get started creating resources, use the Steps palette or click the icon on the Tools menu. The list of resources will display all items associated to the document. When building a new document, the list will be empty. The only time the menu would be populated is if you're working on an existing document or if you've chosen Import Data Source from another document during the data definition step. Along the top of the Resources menu, click the Add button. Select the resource type from the list. While this option only allows for resources to be added individually, it does provide a few unique actions on the Resource Editor menu. First, it allows you to specify the resource name. This is very important when you're creating a rule that returns this resource, as you'll need to know that name. Click Choose to browse to select the image. Next, it offers a comment field to provide information regarding the asset. Finally, there are controls for the image to override the frame settings for horizontal and vertical alignment, as well as scaling and clipping. The specifics of these settings will be looked at in detail in the video about drawing frames and inserting variables. Once everything is established, click OK, then repeat the process for any other graphics. This method for adding resources can be a bit more time-consuming, but provides more control. To quickly add multiple resources, use the Add Multiple button at the bottom of the menu. Select the resource type, then click Select Files. In the Resource Selection menu, navigate to the appropriate folder and Shift or Control-click to select all the relevant files. Click Open to add them to the resource list. If resources reside in other folders, repeat these actions until they've all been added. Notice how this method uses the file name as the resource name. Again, this is an important distinction, especially when a graphic field is in the data, as the value for the field must match the resource name exactly. There are a few buttons along the top we did not use in this video: Relink, Duplicate, Edit, and Delete. I should hope that Edit and Delete are obvious. But besides selecting a resource listed and clicking Edit, you may also double-click it in the list to edit it. Relink allows you to fix the connection to files if your source folder has moved or if the images folder has moved. If images are missing, the list would identify that in the status column. Duplicate copies a resource and all of its properties, which can be edited as needed. Finally, there's a search field to help sift through a long list of resources. When all the items have been added, click OK at the bottom of the Resources menu. The template is now ready to use the images in a rule or directly with the graphic field. That concludes this video on adding resources in Fusion Pro. Thanks for watching.